What's up, YouTube? This your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv, and tonight I'm gonna give you guys my WWE Smackdown review on highlights. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys watch this full video, like, comment, share the video. Also follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. Let's get started. Now, SmackDown was a decent show, but great ending. That's all I gotta say. We're kicking things off with backstage. Paul Heyman is waiting for Universal Champion Roman Reigns to arrive to the arena. We get Shotzi Blackheart and we get Sasha Banks and Toni Storm versus Charlotte Flair and Shotzi Blackheart. Decent tag team match. Shotzi and Toni start the match off before Charlotte and Sasha come in and lock up before Sasha gets two off of a clutch before Toni comes back in and Charlotte rocks her with their forearm before Charlotte and Shotzi clear the ring as we go to commercial. We come back from the break to Sasha and Toni in the control of Shotzi before Shotzi knocks Charlotte off the apron and Shotzi drops her before Charlotte comes in and drives Sasha Banks into the barricade. Charlotte Flair locks in a rear chin lock before hitting a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker for a two before choking her in the ropes. And Shotzi missed a move in the ropes. Sasha Banks crawls to the corner and tags in Toni Storm, who stomps Shotzi down in the corner before the two exchange standing switches, and Charlotte gets the blonde tag before hitting a fall away slam that sends Toni out of the ring as we go to commercial. We come back from the break to Charlotte in control of Toni before she kicks her away and gets the hot tag to Sasha Banks, who hits an arm drag and knocks Shotzi off the apron before hitting a tilt-a-whirl slam for two, before hitting a pair of running meteor in the corner for another 2 count. Sasha and Charlotte exchange strikes until Sasha rolls Charlotte up for a 2 before Charlotte fights off a clutch and Sasha hits a bulldog before Sasha goes up top and Toni tags herself in before Sasha missed a dive and hits Shotzi with a backstabber before Charlotte dumps Sasha out of the ring. Toni then hits a diving crossbody for a near fall before Charlotte sends her face first into the middle turnbuckle and goes up top for hitting a moonsault, and Toni gets her knees up before she pins her with a bridge for the win. The winner of the match, Toni Storm and Sasha Banks. Decent tag team match. Alright, backstage, the Usos show up to King Wood's throne room and mocks him before the Usos and New Day exchange words as we go to commercial. So we get the Viking Raiders versus Jinder Mahal and Shanky. Quick tag team match. Shanky and Eric start the match off before Shanky backs Eric into the corner and Jinder comes in and he and Shanky chain together offense and frequent tag before Ivar gets the hot tag and drops Jinder before hitting a running crossbody. Ivar then tries to knock Shanky off the apron before falling and VR double up on Jinder for 2 before Shanky comes in after Jinder hits Eric with a jawbreaker before VR double up on Shanky and Ivar hits a diving splash for the pin and the win. The winner of the match, the Viking Raiders. Alright, we go to the ring for tonight's edition of Happy Talk. Garbage segment with Drew McIntyre soaring in Adam Pearce's desk and that's in the ring before they interrupt by Drew, who comes to get his sword when Madcap and Happy Core falls to pull the sword out of the desk. Drew makes fun of Happy and Madcap falling to pull the sword out of the desk before Madcap goes to attack Drew, and Drew sends him out of the ring before he headbutts Happy Corbin and lays him out before pulling the sword out of the desk and swinging it at Happy before Madcap pulls him out of the ring at the last second. That segment right there was garbage. Happy Talk segment was garbage. That was a garbage segment. Anyway, let's move on. Backstage, Paul is still waiting for Roman Reigns. in an SUV shows up and Paul Heyman opens the door expecting Roman Reigns before Brock Lesnar comes out of and leaves. Backstage, Sammy Talks meets with Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville, who wish them happy holidays before Adam and Sonya announce a 12-man gauntlet match where the winner gets to challenge Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental title for next week's show. So we get Ridge Holland, accompanied by Sheamus versus Cesaro. This was a decent match. Decent. Before the match starts, Ridge Holland attacks Cesaro when he gets into the ring. When Sheamus distracts Cesaro rolls out of the ring and the referee checks on his conditions as we go to commercial. We come back from the break to Cesaro having yet gotten into the ring with his wrists now taped up before he gingerly gets into the ring. And the match starts with Ridge Holland rushing Cesaro and diving him into the corner before going right after his ribs. Ridge hits a backbreaker and stretches Cesaro before locking in an ambitional stretch and digging right hands into the ribs of Cesaro before Cesaro hits an uppercut into a back suplex before hitting a running uppercut in the corner. Cesaro then clotheslines Ridge over the top rope and down into the floor before going out of him and hitting a running uppercut at ringside before tossing him back inside and getting distracted by Sheamus before Ridge pins Cesaro with a power slam for the win. The winner of the match, Ridge Holland. So we get Naomi versus Shayna Baszler. Didn't really pay attention in this match. I didn't really care. Shayna attacks Naomi from behind when she distracts by Sonya Deville, who she has come out to the ring before Shayna focuses on the knee that she chop blocks before Naomi attacks Shayna up for the pin and the win out of nowhere. So the winner of the match, Naomi. So we get the Usos versus the New Day. This was a quick main event match. Jay and Kofi start the match off with Jay controlling Kofi with a weird chin lock before he comes back with a super kick and tag in Woods. But the referee didn't see the tag before Jimmy sends Kofi into the barricade and the Usos pose to the crowd as we go to commercial. We come back from the break to Kofi making his comeback as he gets the hot tag to Woods, who takes out both Usos and hits a world side Russian leg sweep before clotheslining Jay over the top rope and onto the floor. Woods tosses Jay back inside and hits a diving leg drop for two before Jay rocks him with the insecurity. And Kobe gets the blonde tag before Jimmy sends Woods into the barricade and Jay counters the SOS into a super kick for a near fall. Jay then goes up top before Woods knocks him down and Kobe pins Jimmy with Trouble in Paradise when the referee rejects the tag. The winner of the match, the New Day. Charlotte Flair is defending her SmackDown Women's Championship against Toni Storm. It's announced for next week's show. Backstage, Roman Reigns finally arrives to the arena, and he and Paul Heyman head to the ring as we go to commercial. Back from the break, the two entrants of the Bloodline before Roman Reigns gets on the mic. The man in Chicago acknowledge him before questioning whether or not he can trust Paul Heyman before Paul Heyman gets on the mic and says that he's not protecting Brock from him. Paul then goes on to say that he's protecting Roman Reigns from Brock Lesnar before Roman Reigns says that he loves Paul Heyman and thanks him for his honesty and his 40-year of service to his family before firing him and laying him out with a Superman punch. Roman Reigns then goes to hit Paul Heyman with Superman punch. Roman Reigns then goes to hit Paul Heyman with a concerto before Brock comes out and saves Paul Heyman. Before Brock rushes versus the ring and take out the Usos at ringside before Brock gets into the ring and Roman hits him with a chair before Brock hits Roman Reigns with an F5 as we go off the air with Brock standing tall. Like I said earlier, SmackDown was a decent show, but the ending was good. SmackDown was decent, but the ending was great, and that's all I gotta say from there. But anyway, if you guys enjoy my WWE Smackdown review on highlights, please give the like, please give a big fat thumbs up. Make sure you guys watch the full video from start to finish all the way to the end before you connect with me the right way. And also follow my social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and Twitch, and Discord down below in the description. And I will see you guys next on my AEW Rampage review and highlights. This your boy Bigboyfactsjonnytv. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here.